Hello, Lot.
Hello,
Welcome.
Beate. Thank you.
Welcome to this conversation.
Thank
So
you.
I'm pleased that we have a little moment together today to explore our upcoming teacher training. And the two of us will just in a very conversational tone share a little bit what mindfulness means for us and what this new training is about. And I would like to give you the floor to say a little bit what mindfulness means to you and how you got to it and who you are as the lead teacher of this program.
Okay. Yes, very happy to be here. And yeah, mindfulness has been a part of my life, really, from my early years. And this particular form, the mindfulness-based stress reduction program, has really touched me because it is so accessible for many people. I think many people can benefit from it, and I've just loved guiding people in it, and loved seeing how transformative it has been for many people, including for myself. So even though this program is officially called a mindfulness-based stress reduction program, it doesn't say that if you practice mindfulness, you never have stress in your life anymore. But
Agreed.
I think the benefit is that you notice it earlier, and that the stress is not as long as it used to be in the past, maybe. So yeah, it's a great benefit for me. Certainly, it gives me more freedom, more joy in my life. So yeah. How about you? Maybe you would like to say something about how it is for you, perhaps even in this COVID time, how it supports you.
It's been so transformative to me. I initially got to know mindfulness in a time of crisis when I had a burnout and I had so many stressful thoughts and I couldn't let go of them. It was day and night and it prevented me from sleeping. And so I got a really bad sleeping disorder and panic attacks. And it's actually only through mindfulness that I noticed that I learned how to relate differently to these thoughts, and that I learned how to use tools to better deal with stress, as you say. But ultimately, not only this, but to lead a much better and more joyful and resilient life. Not to say that it helped me to recover from a burnout, but also to really change various aspects in my life to lead a much happier and more fulfilling life. So how are things for you in terms of mindfulness and COVID? Does it help you in any way?
Well, certainly, I have been so grateful for this practice. In a period that has been so long, where we don't have a lot of control over what is going on, and with all the restrictions that have been around, to be able to endure that and to not get stressed out about it, about the lack of knowing what is going to happen. So yeah, I'm doing fine actually because of the practice. It makes me perhaps a little more balanced and a little less anxious or stressed out. So yeah, it does help me.
I agree. I mean, I notice that whenever my mind worries and goes in the future, and I can come back and say, but now, what's happening right now? And I'm like, actually, right now, I'm here in my room and there's no threat and I'm quite okay. That just gives a sense of ease. Yeah.
Maybe you would like to say a little bit about, going to the teacher training program, how you set it up, how you started it.
So I've been teaching mindfulness since 2012 here in Brussels in an international environment, and for individuals and also companies. And then there was more and more the question, can you not offer teacher training, a longer path to deepen and help us grow and ultimately maybe become teachers? Because that didn't exist in English in Brussels, or still doesn't in Belgium in English. And so it was the demand from our former trainees, from our participants, and it took a while to set it up, and I'm very pleased, because it's part of Brussels Mindfulness mission is to grow a community of practitioners, of people who really love mindfulness, and to give them tools and possibilities to grow together. And this training is one beautiful journey that people can take together, and where they can grow together with like-minded people. So I'm wondering, why is it that you are interested, and that you became interested in joining this program, Lot? And I'm very grateful and pleased that you are.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be joining this program, because I just love the length of it. So it is 2 years, so it allows participants to really sink into the practice, and also try out different things, and to cook, as it were. I usually, I like to use the comparison to cooking. It's like there's a big pot, and you get different elements in that, like veggies and other stuff, and you cook till it is a very nice and tasty soup. And I think that the timing of this training allows you to do that, to just cook, and maybe sometimes not know where it is going, and sometimes you do know, and you get more clarity over time. And then after 2 years, when the training has finished, you are really, you really have the skills and the knowledge and the experience, which is most important, to start teaching independently. So you've really got a lot of experience in those 2 years. And I always love to be part of that journey, and to explore together with people, to teach, to guide them. Yeah, so for me, it's always exciting to see that development for people, and it's a joy to work together, because we're all on the path. And because I'm a teacher and you are a teacher, doesn't mean we are finished. So we're all on a path of development, and it's great to walk that together.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, maybe it would be good for you, or helpful for you, to say a few words about how the training is structured, like, so that people know about the location and the structure of it, the timing.
So the way it's been constructed is, it's a 2-year program. And from these 2 years, there are 1.5 years of teaching. And in its 2 parts, the first part is the foundational part, where you'll be more learning about embodying mindfulness and going much more deeper into the structure of an MBSR program. And in the second part of this first part, you'll also already be learning how to guide meditations. And then, and this whole first part is 10 days with 3 modules and 1 day of mindfulness. And in the second year, or the second part, it's 11 days with 4 modules, which are structured around deepening your mindfulness skills, and also being able to teach the different elements of the course. And so in total, plus there's a 5-day summer retreat, which is part of the program. So in total, there are 26 days of teaching, and some work in subgroups with little groups where you evolve on your own rhythm. So that's basically the main structure of the program. And after these 1.5 years that I just said, there's a moment where it's also an assessment phase, where people are invited to prepare their pilot project, so the first pilot course, and to record a part of it and to submit it to the teachers who will be assessing them.
maybe it's good to mention that people towards the end of the training teach their first mindfulness course, so the 8-week MBSR course, and they have support in that by one of the supervisors in the program. And that is usually a great learning experience, because then you can really practice what you have been learning in the past 1.5 years.
Yeah. And the other element I wanted to add is that it's, I think one specialty of this training is that it's in a residential setting. It's in a place in Wallonia, some 45 minutes from Brussels. And it's really a beautiful retreat center, which is only available for these kind of trainings and retreats, so contemplative practices. And so there is an element of a retreat structure that people sleep there, and we eat in a mindful way, and we practice mindfulness all day long. We're not only being taught, but it's a combination of a deep dive and a retreat plus this the teaching. And it's a very beautiful garden, and they have organic food made in love by the cooks. And it's simple, but it's really beautiful and very calm, and you can do beautiful walks. So people generally are very fond of this place and the combination of the teaching and the residential structure. And I was just wondering, Lot, if you wanted to say something. People might be wondering, so who are all these teachers? And I just wanted to say have you say something about what you bring along, because you are a very experienced teacher, and you have been teaching teacher training for many years. Mm-hmm. And maybe just say a little bit about your experience as the lead teacher of this program.
Yeah, so I could tell a little bit about my experience. So I've been teaching in mindfulness teacher trainings for many, many years, maybe 13, 14 years now, in different countries, in different cultures, which is a joy, an absolute joy. And yeah, I'm a yoga teacher as well, so I bring that expertise. I'm a meditation teacher. I'm teaching a lot of retreats as well. And I also run an international supervision training for senior mindfulness teachers. So it is that combination that is, I think, a support for the whole mindfulness teacher training, because it contains all those elements as well. And I love collaborating with different teachers, because we are a team of more teachers who each bring also some of their specialities in different weekends.
Lot, I wonder whether you could just summarize in a few sentences why you think it would be of benefit to people to register for this course.
Sure, I'd love to. Yeah, so as you mentioned earlier, I think one of the benefits is simply that you deepen your own meditation practice and your understanding, because mindfulness is something that you learn to teach from your own experience. It's not just something you read in a book or that you've heard about, but you must really, it's really essential that you incorporate it, that you know what you're talking about. So deepening the experience is one thing, and then of course the benefit is that you learn to teach very thoroughly your own MBSR course, so that you really have the confidence to teach this independently once the program has finished, and that you also have enough skills to offer this program or different formats, different workshops, maybe to other fields, such as the corporate world, or maybe in the field of the health care, if you work there, or if you are invited to do something there. And so also to work in different applications. I think the program gives you a very solid base to go out in the world and spread the word and to teach mindfulness.
And not to say that many of our past participants, because we've already run 2 teacher trainings, they have become friends, and they have really a very deep connection with each other through this journey, and support each other in other areas of their life in the meantime. And that's very beautiful.
Yeah, this kind of work makes for lifelong friends.
Yeah.
We see it a lot in this type of programs, because the personal practice is deep and you share it with others. So it's lovely. That's an additional benefit, I could say. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. So maybe you would like to say something about how the planning is until we start this autumn.
Yes. So there's going to be an information session on 20 May, to which you are warmly welcome. And the early bird fee expires on 31 May. So if you would like to benefit from that, you can register. You should send your motivation letter now. But we'll be accepting registrations until the course is full, which is 20 people. And we'll be starting in October. And if you would like to register, you should have a firm meditation basis. You should have done a mindfulness course. We also invite you to follow a retreat, but because of COVID, you can also do it during the course of the training. You have some more time to do this retreat. And send us a motivation letter with some questions that are outlined on our website. And so we'd be really pleased to see you on this journey. And if you have any question, please feel free to reach out to any of us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lot.
Thank you, Beate, and I look forward to seeing many of you in the program in October.